I don't approach women ever. Do you come here often? Huh? All right, so here I am. Listen, guys, I'm a homebody. I don't really be going out. The most going out Ben does is going to the lake, walking around, taking pictures of ducks, trying to befriend. I like that word. Befriend ducks. Joke's on me, there's no ducks there. There's turtles, like Franklin the turtle, but they're usually out in the water, and you're not allowed to swim in the lake. So anyway, Ben doesn't go out very often. Yeah, third person here, yeah. But, I was like, sometimes I talk to my dad. Hi, Dad. I love you. Shout out to my dad. And he's like, dude, you're 34, you're single. Just go do things. You're going to look back, you're probably going to regret it. And I'm like, you right, dog. You right. So here I am, it's Saturday. I'm like, all right, Ben, you could go get pho, come back home to your little cave like you normally do. Because the only difference about each day of the week for me is whatever the hell it's called. I don't really do anything differently, generally, except for Monday when we do left versus right. Here I am, it's Saturday night. I'm 34 years old. I'm like, dude, let me at least just go grab a beer and some food somewhere new. Let me go exploring. So I go to this place that I've driven by a few times after skating, and I was like, okay, this place looks cool. So I stop in. I order a beer, an IPA. I'm an IPA guy. I also like stouts. I like imperial IPAs and I like imperial stouts, generally speaking. The guy behind the bar, I say, hey, can I get a salad? He says, yeah, you look like a salad guy. I give him my card or whatever. You look like a Benjamin too. What else? There was like one other thing. I think he was just trying to be friends. I don't know. I eat my salad, I leave. And I'm like, fuck, okay. All right, Ben, you check the box. You check the social box. You got out of your house. You saw a couple people. Kind of cool. Didn't really talk to anyone. Sat at the bar, watched YouTube a little bit. Super social. And then I was like, okay. So I walk over to a different bar that is packed. It is just popping. And it's a really cool bar. 22-year-old Ben would have loved it. 34-year-old Ben. Getting too old for this shit. So I elbow my way to the bar amongst all the Oklahoma football players that are huge AF. Excuse me, pardon me, sorry, excuse me, sorry. Friggin' crap, sorry. Did I step on your Jordans? Sorry. Finally make my way to the bar, order another beer. I go outside, I find a place to sit, which actually was surprisingly easy. I sit, I watch some more YouTube. I do a little bit of people watching. I can tell people are looking at my migota. I pound my beer, and now I'm like, okay, now it's time to go home. At this point, it's like probably 10. No, it was probably 9:30. Like, all right, but the scooter called to me. The little electric scooter, it was right there, and I was walking my ass. Had my 2 beers, time to go home. But I saw the scooter, and I said, you know what? I love these scooters. Let me just go exploring a little bit. So I jumped on the bird scooter and I started exploring. Stopped into another bar. Where did I go after that? Yes. But if you've ever been to San Antonio, there's the Riverwalk. And it's like the real touristy kind of like very like sort of inauthentic San Antonio. It just purely caters to tourists, really. And that's how it feels in Bricktown, Oklahoma City. But I said, you know what? You got to at least like check the box, Ben. So I go in there. There's a fight on. I didn't know there was going to be a mixed martial arts battle last night, but friggin' crap, I walked right into a free fight, figuratively speaking, on the television screen. Have a beer there, and now I'm like 3 or 4 beers in, so I'm like, okay, you're done. Call an Uber, get your ass home. But I get back on the scooter one last time, and I stop in one last place. I meet some people. We go outside of a hotel, and I learned how to arm wrestle better. There was like a well-accomplished arm wrestler dude who was literally 6'4". I'm looking up like I'm looking at him. He's like 6'4", super friendly, very life of the party guy. I think he was like, 30 years old. But like an accomplished arm wrestler. You wouldn't guess it. Very lanky dude. But for some fucking reason, the universe called to me. And I was like, hey guys, because it was like him and like his 3 other friends. And I was like, hey, just friggin' curious here. Hey there, just freaking curious. Is anyone here like good at arm wrestling? Like, or no, I said, who here would win in an arm wrestling battle? And I could tell the way I asked the question, it probably came across like I was like, who the fuck wants to lose? Which one of you fucking guys wants to lose in arm wrestling? So I very quickly kind of, hey, I didn't mean to ask that because I'm looking for an arm wrestling battle. I'm literally just curious. Who would win in an arm wrestling match? And very quickly, everyone knew that the tall, lanky guy is like an accomplished arm wrestler. So what happened after that? So I solicited advice from him. I got a full workshop from him on how to be a better arm wrestler and win some money at the arm wrestling tables. He taught me a bunch of stuff, actually. Did I remember it all? I'm sure not. But they were, between arm wrestling, some people were partaking in marijuana, and otherwise just making friends with random people walking by. I got done at something. I decided, I looked at my imaginary watch at about 4 a.m. and decided, maybe now is a good time to call an Uber, Ben. So I did, and went to sleep. Went to sleep at about 5 this morning. Stupid. This is why I don't go out. This is why I'm a freaking hermit. I did. All right. Listen, I gotta come clean. I don't approach women ever. I don't want to like impose. I don't want to be a bother. Like, hey there, I'm Ben. What's your name? Friggin' golly gosh. Do you come here often? Huh? But I worked up the courage. I left out this part of the story. I gotta come clean. I gotta have full disclosure with you guys. Yeah, so I'm sitting at the bar, what was supposed to be the last one of the night. And I'm sitting across the bar. I'm sitting at this bar. It's a really nice, like, hotel bar. This was supposed to be the last one. I walk in, it was really nice. It's very comfortable, comfy. They had the air, the air conditioning turned to an appropriate level, I would say. Anyway, I sit at the bar, and I'm sitting across. This girl sits down. She has bangs. I told her I make YouTube videos, but I didn't tell her what my channel is. So hopefully she's not watching this. But she sits down across from me. Cute girl, for sure. She has bangs, which were very like, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know if adorable is the right word. But anyway, I'm like, okay, Ben, you gotta... listen, I'm a firm believer, whether it's skating or just life, you gotta get out of your comfort zone once in a while. And approaching women is far outside my comfort zone. I might look like a confident mustache-having guy, but I'm not. So I okay. It's literally like Anchorman or the other guys. See, I've seen movies, Sean, where he's like, 3, 2, 1, attack! And I'm literally like puffing myself up. I'm like, okay, let me pay for my tab. Let me go to the bathroom first. Let me get prepared. And friggin' shit. And then if I go over there, Ben, what's the worst that could happen? What's the worst? She stabs you? Well, you can go. That's what they have emergency rooms for. It'll be okay. Oh, I'm getting lightheaded thinking about it. So I basically was like, okay, Ben, just try. So I walk over and I sit down. And like, I should be clear here. This may be awkward. Today's maybe the awkward Sunday stream. But we're sitting, I don't know if this was strategic, right? Because like, I always want to err on the side of like, they're not interested, Ben. Drive on, soldier. But she sits down, she has plenty of chair options, but she sits down, boom, beak to beak, right across the bar from me. 4 times, we caught each other's glance, caught each other's eyes in a magical, brief moment, fleeting moment. And I'm like, okay, all right, okay. So I walk over, pay for everything. I go use the restroom. I get everything prepared. Double check my mustache, splash some cold water on my face in the mirror. You got this, Ben. So I walk over. I sit down and I just say like, hi, whatever. And she's like, damn, I was wondering when you were going to come over here. G. And so we talked, and she's working on a real estate license. She's a really cool girl, blah, 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 whatever. And she didn't stab me. Wouldn't you freaking know? And it was a pleasant experience. And so she is actually, I refuse to hit on waitresses. I generally refuse to just hit on anyone, period. I'll hit on Spook. Spook, I'm gonna hit on you, dog. I'm gonna crank it up. But I refuse. People who are a captive audience, I refuse. Waitresses, bartenders, people who are working are absolutely off limits. That is a hard line in the sand for me. I don't care what other people do. Do your thing. But for me, they don't have the option. They're working. They don't have the option to like, hey, leave me alone. I mean, they can. Sure, got it, Roger. But like, you know, it's kind of like, oh, you're the customer. I'm the service. You know, whatever. So anyway, so I sit down and she's like, oh yeah, I'm a bartender. I actually just came from my job, and I came here because they have bomb espresso martinis. And I'm like, oh, that's neat, cool. And we talked a little. I actually basically told her everything I just told you, how it's like how I don't hit on bartenders because they have enough of that. They have more than enough of that. I just want to try to make your life less stressful or whatever. She knows every human being in the city, I learned. And so we met with a very eclectic group of people, and it was great. That's where I learned how to arm wrestle. That's where I learned about migotas, which I think stands for hairy mouth. The direct translation, is that right? Did she roll her topsides? I hope not. It was a good exercise in confidence. Did you secure the digits? Yeah. I did. I'll be clear, I didn't ask for them. It was 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, cool, it was nice to meet you. I don't know if I'm ever gonna see you again, because I friggin' golly gosh, I don't get out much. Don't you know? I've been in Oklahoma City for almost a year now, and I've gone out on the town maybe twice, maybe 3 times, and I don't mean out on the town street skating. Hey, listen, if you want to come over, you can hang out on stream with me. We can watch cartoon reruns that I just keep going on my TV from, 2001 or whatever the hell. You can hang out with Arlo Pumpkinberg. He's a friendly dude, usually, generally speaking. I have a P-rail. It's not freshly waxed, but it's there. I don't have a coffee table. I should correct that. I don't have a usable coffee table. Why? Because my entire streaming setup is now on my coffee table. So it's no longer, I guess it is still a coffee table because my coffee is still sitting on it, but so is like 92,000 meters of wires. Frick. I have a lot of rollerblades too, by the way. I don't know what your size is. She was very short. 5'2". Oh yeah, no, I don't know if I finished that thought, but yeah, no, I was like, hey, I had a lot of fun. I had a great time. Yeah, I don't think I finished that thought. Squirrel. Hey, I had a great time. I had a wondrous magical evening with you. Thank you for not stabbing me. I don't know if I'm ever going to see you again because I don't normally do this. I don't normally do this. No, but really I don't. And she's like, oh, okay, well, I mean, I could give you my number. I'm like, oh, that'd be great. Golly gosh, I never thought of it. That didn't occur to me. How friggin' crap. How are we gonna, maybe I can get your physical address so I can just send you letters so we can stay in touch. Oh, a phone number. Oh, yeah, no, that'd be great. Friggin' crap. Have you given her your OnlyFeet address? Yeah, hey, just in case you're just feeling generous, I know we just met. Listen, I'm gonna let you finish. Dog. I know we just met. But just in case, you got extras lying around, here's both my physical address and here's my email if you want to send me feet pics. Whichever one works better for you. All right, let's get back to it. Just to find out her true mondo. All right, kicker. This is funny. This is amazing that it got paused right here. Parkour!